Okay, that's fine, not a problem. So we'll start up with the basic things. What are the chapters, or what are the things we will be going to cover with the help in the billing module. Let me share my screen. Basically, we can use the billing module in the Peoplesoft for generating the invoices and for the different invoice activities, to maintain the and to provide a complete, to provide the particular bill or invoice to the general ledger. On a high level, we can say that the billing module used to create and maintain the invoices with the help of a different module, something like AR, general ledger. We can able to provide the accounting entries for general ledger. This is the basic high level definition of billing. Let me see what are the different areas we were going to cover in the billing module as part of our training. We will see how to maintain the customers and how to enter the bills in the online, and we have a consolidated bills over here. And we can look into how to create those consolidated bills, and we will see how to work with the billing interfaces, and we can create the recurring bills as well, and copy a group of bills, and generating invoices, and finally to run the reports. Fine, these are the basic concepts we were going to cover in the billing module. Fine, are you clear so far? Okay, let's move on to the let's move on to the very important topic for any kind of Peoplesoft application initialization. When you are creating a billing or invoice, when you are working with any when you are working with any kind of module in the Peoplesoft, effective dates will play a major role in the financial activities. Effective dates is something nothing but when you create a customer, when you create a bill, when you create a quick customer, when you create an invoice, when you create a general ledger, any kind of activity, effective dates will be the major point of contact for the audit purpose. Fine. With the help of effective dates, we can identify the change. For example, if a customer called XYZ have moved to some other branch, his address has been changed from today. His address has been changed. With the help of effective date, we can identify the change. Audit change belongs to the particular customer. So it's very simple and very clear on a high level. When you enter any kind of information, we have to maintain the effective days. Until unless you maintain the effective, Peoplesoft applications such as billing, invoices may not be initialized. Fine. The information will be anything like a future, a past, a present. Fine. Okay. Let's move on to a high level, a process flow of a billing. Basically, there is two form of sources will be available for creating the billing in the Peoplesoft. We can create the bills in the Peoplesoft, and we can receive the data from the external sources other than Peoplesoft. Going forward, we can have what are the different kinds of external sources. Fine. This is the where we can create the bills within the Peoplesoft. This one is we can receive the bill from the external sources. We can validate and review bills. Validate is something related to the checking on a high level. Something like whether this bill is correct, whether we have identified the right customer, we have identified the right shipping, we have identified the right invoice, and all those things we can validate and review bills, and we can go ahead with the finalize and printing the bills. If we find any kind of malfunctions, any kind of corrections, we can go for adjust that for those particular invoices. Again, we can validate and review bills, and finally we were going to create an account entries for the modules. To the modules called the general ledger, accounts receivables, and the accounts payables. These are all the three major modules which will be integrated with the billing module to receive the accounting entries. Fine? Hello?
Okay.
Fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. This is the billing high-level process. The first step is capturing the bill and loading the bill from the external system into the PS system through the billing interface process. So going forward, I will show how this process will be done. Next, billing, creating the invoices, and which will be sent to the particular customer. And the third step, billing sends the customer's invoice information to accounts receivables to update the customer balances. And fourth one, the AR update, which is a process and which updates AR with the newly created pending items and posts all other AR data to customer accounts. This is something quite interesting. This will create and post the data to the customer accounts. And with fifth step, receivable process. This will be something like when we after receiving the bills from the external sources, the payment has to be processed with the help of the receivables to the customers. From the customer side. And the sixth step is accounts receivables, which sends statements to the particular customers, like with the help of reports, something like AR statements, dunning and aging. And finally, billing and accounts receivables send the accounting entries to the general ledger. So, with the help, general ledger is the basic staging area where all the accounting entries such as billing, receivables, account payable, everything will be placed under module called general ledger. This is a high level business process. Let's move on to the navigation flows. What are the basic essential things for setting a billing? Okay, you might have of a table set. Have you ever heard of a table set? Guys, did you guys hear me?
I'm not much
table sets?
clear.
Much clear.
Yeah, Chakravarti, but functionality of it.
I'm sorry?
Akshay, you are clear to me? Hello, Akshay?
I'm able to hear you, Ravindra. I'm able to hear you.
So, he is asking, are you able
Hello?
to clear about the table set ID?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that we have heard of it, but we are not clear with the functionality. So we would expect like what exactly it does.
Yeah. Fine. Okay, fine. This is something, a table set is a combination of records. By name itself, you can identify what exactly the table set will contains. It contains the basic information related to the organization level, something like a financial data with the help of a tables format. The table set will contain the number of records. The records will be contains fields. Fields is something like your employee ID, your employee name, your employee salary, address. This is a common. This is every ID, something like employee ID, employee name, address will be identified as a field. All the relevant fields will be together combined called as a record. Those records will be maintained under a table set. This table set will be shared with the help of an ID called set ID for the financial activities. Table set is something like it's a primary thing. It's a primary key, unique value is provided. With the help of that, we can access any kind of a financial information from the tables. Fine?
Yeah.
It's quite simple. For example, if you take an employee table, this will be, for example, if employee table named as a employee T underscore TAB, there were some 400 or 500, some 5,000 users will be accessing, right, employee ID and the employee table. Like the same way, in the Peoplesoft, we have a different set of tables which will be added, which will be accessed with the help of set ID. Okay, no problem. Once we will go into the real time, like hands-on, you will come to know what exactly is set ID and where we can use this set ID. Fine?
Okay.
Chakravarti, I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
So the set ID and the investment unit, does they have a parent-child?
I'm sorry? Let me take into the next level. Fine? You will understand. You will understand. Wait. This is not related to any primary key. Okay, I'm telling you this is a primary thing, not a primary key. Fine? This is not something related to the technical level. Fine. Let me take into the next slide. You will understand what exactly the set ID is. Excuse me. Does you guys Sunita? Hello? Sunita?
Chakravarti, yes.
One second guys, hold on. Sunita? Am I speaking to Sunita?
Chakravarti Karthik here, tell me.
Yeah, Karthik, someone has taken the controls.
No.
I'm not able to find the screen.
You are old.
One second, this is something different screen.
1 second. Let me give me the controls.
Because I just want that remote desktop. Something like which is not this, the other one. Hold on. This one along with that Peoplesoft environment. Okay, thanks Karthik.
Might say that. Whenever you want to minimize this, you can please escape, click on escape so that it will be
Okay, fine.
okay.
Fine. Okay guys, let me come into the set ID. So, as for the people books, the basic definition for a set ID. It is an identification code that represents a set of control table information or a table sets. A table set is a group of tables necessary to define your company structure and processing options. Set ID are fundamental element of Peoplesoft configuration that enable flexibility and control of a control data. So, it is used to group a control data, something like, so you have a different companies, or something like you have a one company with the different branches, am I right? With the different departments and with the different operating units and with different reporting units. Akshay, did you understand what I am trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Chakravarti.
Exactly right. See, any company will have a different reporting units, such as your company is located in Hyderabad, one reporting unit, and Bangalore, one reporting unit, Chennai, another reporting unit, and something Kolkata, another reporting unit. In the same thing, you have a different set of business units, something like a different departments. Okay, you are belongs to HR group.
Okay.
Your business unit will be something different. Your business unit will be something different. And Rabindra belongs to one business unit. This business unit will be different. So, but the thing is, your whole group will be accessing the financial applications, isn't it? So, in order to access the financial information, globally, you will have an ID called set ID for doing the transactions against the financial system. Did you understand what exactly the set ID?
Yeah, Chakravarti.
Simply, yes, to group of data, to group of the different departments of data, we can use the set ID. For example, customer, let us say, okay, no problem. Going on hands-on, you will understand more. Okay, as said, business unit is something, a group of transactions. We can store all the business end-to-end activities and in the under particular business units. Okay, this business unit, what you said, Ravindra, right? Ravindra, answer to your question.
Yes.
Business unit is act as a primary key for the all the transaction tables. Business unit is something very different and quite different. On a high level, on the database level, we can call it as a primary key to the all the tables. With the help of a business units only, we can able to identify things. We can identify and we can able to fetch the data, and from there we can access, okay, no problem. We can access the database belongs to the every business unit. For example, you want to access the business unit information belongs to the financial activities.
Okay.
Okay, tell me any kind of a department which you very familiar with. Any data, I mean any department let us say it is your computers department or it is operational department. Okay, you are belongs to the operational management. You guys are belongs to operational management. Operational management will have a business unit something called BU004. The people who are joined in operational department will be coming under BU004. You can access the information or you can provide a query to the SQL or database by giving the name called BU004. Select customer ID from select customer underscore ID from BU004, where customer ID is equal to sum 2134. Let us say customer ID 2134 belongs to Ravindra. Fine. Here the customer ID is nothing but a set ID. BU004 is nothing but a business unit. Did you understand? Did you understand what I am trying to say?
Chakravarti, I have a confusion here. Like, I guess a set ID is said to be a group of all the business units, right?
Fine,
so how
fine,
can we
fine.
say that a customer ID?
No. I'm just telling. I'm just
Okay,
telling this is for
Chakravarti.
customer. Customer is nothing but a set ID. Fine. Which will be resides in all
one
business
thing.
units. Yeah.
Chakravarti Ravindra here. Okay.
Yeah,
So let me,
Ravindra.
clarify here, that the Soeb and Akshaya, because, that, let us, first understand what is the difference between set ID and a business unit. So, that the business unit always control the, transactional data. It is a, separate legal entity. So, set ID as per the ERP, this always keeps the control of a master data. So, that when, that Mr. Chakravarti is talking about, the customer data or the vendor data, so this is the data which we are getting created under a set ID, which can be shared across the business unit. But, remember always, the transactional data cannot be shared with another business unit because there are certain processes are there. We can transfer the data. We generally do not share the data. Clear?
Okay. Let's move on to the next slide.
Actually, you are clear?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Karthik,
Yes.
can you have a Peoplesoft screen as well? Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, guys, this is something which is related to the setup. So, before creating the billings, we need to have a certain setups. Something like we have to set up the phone contacts of the particular customer, which is quite important. We have to set up the discounts. We have to set up the distribution codes. We have to set up the charges. And finally, we can create the customers in the billing point of view. For providing, for sending the bill across to the customers, we need to have a basic setups. Fine. Let's move on to the setups. Okay, I didn't hear someone is coming with a low voice. Okay, fine. Just move on to here. main menu, setup financial. You can see the navigation, what exactly that. Setup financial, supply chain and product related, billing and setup and bill inquiry. Are you able to see the navigation here in the presentation? Can you take it down, see the navigations? Hello? Hello? You just
Yeah.
the navigation.
We are not.
You just no problem, no problem. Just watch the navigations and watch the steps. Okay, I will be sharing the documentation. Clear screenshots documentation. Fine? These are all the products. These are all the products which the financial application will consist. Something like asset management, budgeting, billing, cost accounting, the contracts, expenses, inventory, planning and procurement options, and receivables. Just let's move on to the billing. Fine. Billing, setup and bill inquiry. Setup, bill inquiry. So here you can find an existing value using the search button. The basic here, set ID, bill inquiry for and description and the short description, and which include the history and the corrective history and the case sensitive, whether you can go for. Okay, let's move on to the adding a new value. Here you can search for a set ID. Have you got the set IDs? We have a different set of set IDs. N number of set IDs over here belongs to the every module. Let us select anything, legal entity. Just provide a bill inquiry phone. You got it? set ID and this bill inquiry phone on the effective date, the status, whether the bill, whether the phone number is active or whether the phone number is inactive. You can short description, description. Hello, where we can save this. Fine, this is something, for example, if the customer bill inquiry phone has been changed, like from this number to the another number, we go ahead and add a new thing. Have unsaved data on this, click go back to save or cancel to continue. Fine, when you want to add a new thing, you can add over here. This is something related to the bill inquiry phone. Have you got it? Set up financial.
Yeah, Chakravarti, I had a question.
Product. Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
As you have used an existing set ID, so can we create a new billing business unit and attach it to that set ID and then use those set ID in our rest of the session so that we will understand how a billing business unit is created as well?
No, it should be a very lengthy process, like creating the business units. There should be so many entities has to be provided to the business units.
Or
As far as the training comes,
can you just
yeah, we have to create so many tables and we have to provide the data.
is it for you to
I'm sorry.
Chakravarti, can you just provide us with the steps so that we will do it on our own? Like how do we create billing business unit? Because that would be the main setup when we are look the billing functionality.
Okay, just move on to the next classes we will be showing. Fine. This is the basic level of understanding of how the setup will work out. Fine.
Yeah.
Have you got it right? The navigation, setup financial supply chain and product related,
Fine.
and setup and bill inquiry phone. How we can how we can set up the bill inquiry phone of a particular customer. Next, move on to the next slide.
Chakravarti Ravindra here.
Yes. Yeah, Ravindra.
You see, I'll suggest one thing, because, this guys are expecting, some kind of, overview on the setup, might not today, so maybe tomorrow, that we are not expecting that you go ahead and create the entire setup and give a training. But what I will suggest over here, just to show the navigation and the path where, we are creating the set ID, set control, business unit, ledger group, what the sequence for doing the setup.
Fine. That will I will take. No problem. I am going to take for the next lectures. Okay? I have the plan. Not a problem. Okay?
Okay.
Because this is the first class, no? Because in the first class, they do understand what exactly is set ID and what is meant by business unit. Then we can go ahead and creating all those things. Fine? Fine. Let me see what exactly the distribution codes. These are the basic things. Distribution code is not there. Okay, let us go to the charge codes. Charge code. The charge code will be something new. So when we have some additional charges in the billing, such as, for example, luggage charges, some freight charges, all those things we can include in the charge codes. Here the set area will be, we can add, and the billing currency would be, let us search for US dollars. This charge code will be something we can include in the billing, like something like luggage charges and freight charges, all those things we can include, we can set up over here. Add. This is something, the set ID we have identified as a Belgium, and currency ID, currency, and the charge ID something like luggage charges, and what is the effective date as of today, and the status is active or inactive, and unit of measures we can identify over here. Distribution list price something we can identify as a $3,000 something, and description anything, and revenue distribution code, can identify tax group and the VAT group and the transaction type, whether it is a sales or lease, purchase, rental, or return, or a service, or we can select as a sale, and transaction subtype is something, whether the charges belongs to expenses. Are you able to understand? Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
just explain the distribution code? How, what is the significance of this?
I am telling about the charge code, not about the distribution code. Okay? In the
There is a field here, revenue distribution code and revenue recognition basis. In the same page, in the charge code page.
Okay, here revenue distribute code, you can identify, usually it should be some revenue.
No, but what is the significance of that?
It's something like, distribution code is something like related to sales, what are the fields available, something like sales or revenue or charges or taxes. These kind of things will come under the revenue distribution code. And the revenue recognition basis, we can go for something like, a contract date or a date range, whether it is invoice date or order date or shipping date. Okay. And the tax group. Since there is no value available here in the distribution code, it is not accepting. Okay. It is something like, I'm just explaining how the setup will be done and the page level setup will be done. Going forward, we can see all the hands-on. I'm just taking few examples how we can do the setups.
Chakravarti,
Yes. Hello.
so revenue will
Yes,
be
tell me.
recognized in different dates. Hello.
Sorry? Yeah.
Can you please tell us how revenue will be recognized? So there is a field called revenue recognition basis, right?
Revenue?
On
Yes, yes. You are
there is a
talking
field
about revenue.
called
Revenue?
revenue. Yeah. So can you show on these different dates? Recognition.
I don't understand completely. Can you come again once again?
Chakravarti is talking about
how
the revenue basis. There are
Okay. Yes.
So yeah, there are different dates, how these dates are set up and how the revenue will be recognized based on these different dates.
Revenue. Based on that input, whatever we have given, the charge records. Okay. Automatically it will be identified. Okay. Go. Just we will see.
Yeah, understood.
We will see. We will see going forward. Okay. There is something basic level of how the page and inputs. Yeah.
Mr. Chakravarti Rabindra here. So Karthik and Akshaya, I'll tell you what is this revenue recognition basis. See,
Ravindra, you can, 1 second. Ravindra, you can discuss in offline, okay? You guys can
Sorry?
discuss in offline. You guys can discuss in offline, no? I can go ahead with the some
Okay,
basic
fine.
understandings. Fine,
so
fine.
you can make a
Okay.
note, that if you do not have the answer right now, you can,
No, not a problem. No.
Okay.
Something like, if you are keep on moving on to the something like elaborating, it will be moving on so much lengthy. That is the reason I just providing how the page works and how we have to provide the inputs. Okay, we are not talking about the raw inputs. And where we are creating a particular new thing, then we can go ahead. We can go ahead with all the options, whatever we have. Okay, I'm just highlighting over here the something like effective date and the status and how to save a page and how to add a new charge code. This is my intention. What I am trying to say. Fine. You can discuss on we can discuss in offline, not a problem. Okay. This is something about the discounts and the service charges. For example, if you want to enter any kind of discounts or service charges prior to the products, we can able to add with the help of one of the navigation. Let us say setup, discounts and service charges. this is the page where we can set all your discounts and service charges with respect to the bills. So it can contain the effective dates and the status and the type of the thing, something like whether it is discount, whether it is a surcharge or installment surcharge, and the amount or percentage we can identify. You might have seen, right, when you went to any kind of shopping malls, they will defaultly identify certain discounts for each and every product, something like 5% or few of the products some 10%. Whenever the billing section is moved on, the product will be moved to the billing section. Whenever they have identified a required product ID, the percentage of a particular discount will be identified automatically, which will be set up over here in the discounts and surcharges. Did you understand? Hello? 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 Akshay? Akshay and Shoaib?
Yeah, we are listening.
Yes. See, you might have went for shopping, right? Yes. When we went for a shopping, if you purchased some trousers or any some clothes, they will be identified. This product will be consist of some discount, which will be having again the VAT as well. This product consists of discounts. This product will consist of VAT. So all those discounts and VATs and service charges will be set up with the help of a navigation over here, billing, setup and discount surcharge. In this page, we can set a predefined service charges, discounts and VATs. All those things we can set up. Fine. With the help of thing, when they identify a particular product, they can easily identify, okay, what and all the discounts for this product and surcharge and VAT, whether this product VAT is applicable, VAT is not applicable, all those things we can able to set up over here. I'll give you, once I'll complete the class, by end of the day, I'll provide you the basic documentation, how you guys have to practice over here. Fine? Okay, let's move on to the another thing.
Will you share this presentation as well?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll share the screenshot and I will share that particular PPTs as well. Okay, this is something creating the customers to which the bill has to be distributed. Main menu, customers, the customer information. You can see this navigation, right? Customer information, add a new value. There is something different. By using this navigation, we can able to create a customer. customer and contact information. Just add new value. Just add a set ID. Contact ID you can give as a next itself. Basically, we can add the customer for providing the bills to the customer. You have seen, right, online billing, how the online billing works out, right, basically. So let us name. Just provide the name and a title for the customer and email ID for providing the bill. The station code, solution code, something like no, doctor or Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, something. Preferred communication, email or a fax, standard or a call, XML or print or XML, you can identify over here. This is the page where we can create the customers, we can add the customers. And with the help of here, we can able to send a bill across to the customers in the form of emails. We have one more thing, we have a quick customer create over here. By providing all the inputs such as now are you able to see this screen? This is where we can add a customer in a quick format by providing just his name and his email ID. Next, move on to the next slide. One second, can you please hold on line by the while? Control mouse and keyboard controls రావట్లేదా మొరగొడుతుంది సార్ what the hell is కార్తిక్ గారు కానీ టైప్ చేయలేకపోతున్నానండి ఇక్కడ. ఇంతకు టైప్ చేస్తాను, ఇప్పుడు కావట్లేదండి. నేను చూస్తాను. This is where we can provide the information, like we can select the options like something like bill to customer and sold to customer or corporate customer, all those things. Since we are providing the bill to the customer, we can select this particular option. Here we have a note over here, something like if the employees belongs to the different states. For example, if the customers are belongs to different states, we have to select to the sold to customer as well.
That would be like ship to customer, no? The customer is located in different places.
Yes. One second.
Then what would be the difference between bill to customer and sold to customer?
One second. It's quite different. It doesn't make a lot of difference. Just you can select as for bill to customers and just go to the bill to options. All bill to customer should be removed from this sold to customer.
We have
Customer sold customer, right? See, this here when we are moved to the local customer, we can go for a bill to customer. And if you want to go for a sold customer, we have to remove this thing and we have to go for. But meanwhile, we have to identify all the fields over here.
But why do we have different fields when both of them have the same functionality?
Fine. No, I'm not telling that we both have the similar functionality. Okay, it's a different functionalities. Okay, it is just where we can provide the shipping to the customer. This case, fine. This is something like high level. I'm telling you. Fine. When you have a data, let's move on to
example so that it can be very clear.
No, we can go ahead with the next slides. Okay, still there were so many things are there. Fine. Once we create the billings, then we can go ahead for billing to the customers. Then we can able to see the entire flow. This is something where this is the page where we can have the shipping over here. Fine. Okay guys, just we can round up this class for today, and I'll be sharing the PPTs, all those things for you guys. This is how the basic understanding, how the page architecture and how the inputs and how the effective date will be worked for. And for the tomorrow class, we can able to see all the table sets and all these functionalities in a deep level, on a hands-on level. Fine. Okay guys, I will be sharing the documentation for the next couple of hours. Fine. For end of the day, I will be sharing all the PPTs and the respective documentations. You can go ahead with the deep level understanding what exactly each file the consists and what is the functionalities. Fine. Since it's a demo system, we are not able to provide the complete value section. Yeah. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Oh. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
There are other
Yes,
on
yes.
day one, but they're over.
Yes. Yes. Not a problem. We can move on. We can move on. Yes. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Chakravarti.
Yes. Yes. Ravindra, tell me. Hello.
Chakravarti, this is Shoaib. Can you?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Tell me, sir.
6-2 for day one.
Yeah. 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 I know that. Still, there are a couple of topics is available.
Yeah, Chakravarti, what's your problem?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like you are unable to type in something?
No, just some clarity is missing. That is the reason.
Akshay, you are there? Hello, Akshay?
There. Yeah,
What is he
I'm there.
what is he trying to say something? What he is asking?
Voice is
Shoaib, can you just write it down on this chat so that we can hear you what you are saying?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Chakravarti, I was just going through the
Yes. Yes. Slides. Right?
agenda, but there are certain.
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
know that. I know that. Okay. Not a problem. We can cover it tomorrow. No, we can write you tomorrow. Because as for have seen that, no, these are the basic concepts we need to have for the first day. And so tomorrow there will be some internet connectivity is there for all the birds. What I can say, all the topics, whatever for the rest of the today and tomorrow. Fine. We can cover it for tomorrow. I don't want to do what I said. I don't want to take a pass on that. Actually, what I am trying to say is there are some, today just provided the basic understanding what is the table said and what is the effective dates and how the pages are, different pages are set up and what are the different kinds of activities we can perform under the certain financial and the billing module. Okay. Tomorrow we can able to see the remaining agenda items, including with the J2 topics as well. Since there is an interconnectivity between the remaining topics.
Chakravarti.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because of the shortage of time, you did not explain on some of the topics, but since we have time now, we can go ahead with the setup of business units or set ID, or maybe the revenue distribution, revenue recognition, which
We still have
not clear. You can explain quite better.
Wait, I have an agenda for that. Already we have an agenda and I have a plan for that. Okay, I cannot take it to the I cannot drag the middle classes into the first class. Okay, I have a clear agenda. Fine. Okay, guys. So today we'll round up this session and I can able to share those documentations. Okay. Meanwhile, we just understand what just to practice what. Yes.
Chakravarti Ravindra here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell me something.
So only thing is that whatever the things we cannot able to cover today. So are you going to cover all the things tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. Yes, because there would be some interconnectivity between the tomorrow topics and the rest of the topics.
So only one thing I can, one thing I will suggest over here, because whatever the PPT you are showing, that set ID, business unit, and all the the configuration part. So do share the PPT with our people, so they can at least go through the
Sure,
whatever
sure.
the things we discussed today. So
Fine,
they
fine.
can. Is there any option that you can share your PPT through GoToMeeting?
Go to meeting. I don't think so. We'll be saying so. Karthik will be sharing those PPTs. Not a problem.
Okay.
Karthik will be sharing all the PPTs because I have shared with him and he will be sharing. Ask them to prepare and ask them to keep perfect on effective date because going forward the main classes will be running on effective date and the set ID and the business units. These three parts. Okay.
Okay. So Chakravarti, that today, this is the first day, that it is fine for me, that it
Yes,
is
yes.
closing the session before the hour. So what I will suggest, that our people is, all the people are attached to the project, and time is much more important for us. So what I will expect here. So going forward, we will maintain the time of 3 hours minimum for the training.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. You can go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
So Karthik, are you going? Hello, Karthik, you are there?
I guess Karthik is left. Karthik is not there today. He just out of. He just out. He's
Okay.
outside actually.
Okay. You want to close the? You want to close the
Yeah, we
session now?
can. Yeah, I want to close the
Okay,
section.
anyhow,
And I will be sending
the
the
thing
PDF
do-
document.
Do share the PPT and that whatever the documents you have, prepared for this
Okay.
particular training with Karthik. So I'll go ahead and
Okay.
discuss with Karthik and get the documents from Karthik. Okay. So Akshay and Sohaib, because that Mr. Chakravarti is saying that he is having some that other activity, that is the reason we is not able to share 3 hours today. So going forward, we'll maintain 3 hours. So today we can close the session, and once I will get the PPT and all the stuff, I'll go ahead and share with you guys.
Fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah, yes, fine. Because the rest of the topics, that will be some interconnected. We should not interconnect. Okay. Okay. So once I tell you tomorrow it will be something new topics for you guys. So that is the reason I'm telling that. Okay. Just learn what is the effective date and for today effective date, set ID and the business units. As of today.
And one more thing, that Chakravarti, I'll tell you one thing here, that every day, you should, keep at least 15 minutes of time for the question and the answer session, so that whatever the doubt our people have, they can go ahead and ask the question. And that
Okay.
if the questions are not answered immediately, so we'll